What's good, y'all? It's your boy FRO Thizzle in the building. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about the 100 bottom worst films of IMDB, aka the most horrible films I've ever seen or that the world has ever seen collectively. So, ain't nothing to it but to do it. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. You guys are probably going to hear cats in the background doing their thing, me sneezing or coughing at chews here and there. So, my apologies ahead of time. But let's do it. Number 100, we got Teen Wolf 2. You know what? The first Teen Wolf I do like. I have a nostalgic thing with it. You know, my cousins and my auntie and a lot of the family, we would watch Teen Wolf as a kid. So I do like Teen Wolf. I'd probably give it like a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. But I never saw the sequel. Never bothered. Didn't really care to watch it. So it's just, man, I just kind of left it to the side. It is in my watch list, so eventually I'll get to it. Number 99, Ballistic X versus Sever. And this joint is the Antonio Banderas and Lucy Liu joint. I never saw it. I've heard about it through word of mouth. Yeah, because the director had a wild ass name like Waish Kayosanayananda, and I'm so sorry for butchering it. You know, I just remember the director. How would I rate it? I haven't seen it yet, so admittedly I've never seen it, so I got to get to it. Oh, and ahead of time, the page likes to jump from the first one and then back down like that. So I already spoiled. It's gonna spoil like the top maybe 10 or 11 already through the video, you know, but you know, it is what it is. I make it work with what I got. So number 98, Human Centipede 2. Yo, okay, so the first one, I like certain things. I gave it like a 6 or a 5.5 out of 10. I liked the, you know, it was introduced, how, you know, just the shock value to it and the creepiness of it. I was like, okay, what, you know, it was decent, you know, all right. Human Centipede 2, Tom Six, the director, yo, like he tries to take it even farther with the shock value, and it just doesn't work for me. It like, yeah, it makes me feel like gross, but it doesn't make in a good way. It doesn't make me feel in a good way, you know. When the baby's head gets crushed under the fucking pedal, you know, I feel gross, but it's like, why? Like, what was the why? Why would you do, like, why? What's the why? What is the why to it, Tom Six? I did see Human Centipede 3. I thought that was just a tiny fraction, a little bit more enjoyable than 2, because 2 wasn't enjoyable. The only thing I like about 2, honestly, is the cinematography. I love the black and white choice, and I think it does have great shots at times. But that's it, you know, that's it. And the bad guy, yeah, the Lawrence Hirony guy. Hold on one second. The Lawrence R. Harvey. Yeah, he does do a good job playing a gross scumbag. Of course, yes, he does. But him and the cinematography are the only reasons that, the only likes of the film. Everything else sucks. And I gave it like a fucking, I don't know what. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It keeps jumping up. Number 97, Speed 2, Cruise Control. I love Speed 1. You know, that's another nostalgic thing with me too, but I love 1. I think it's awesome. Great characters, great action. Keanu Reeves is fun in it. Sandra Bullock is fun in it. Dennis Hopper's awesome as the villain. And great character actors in the bus too. So I saw Speed 2 around the same time I saw 1 as a kid. You know, I pretty much back to back. I always loved 1 a hell of a lot more. But Speed 2, as a bad rap as it gets, and it is a bad movie, don't get me wrong, there are 1 or 2 points that I do kind of find enjoyable. Where I'm like, okay, I do kind of like that sequence, you know. But I have to rewatch it more. Like, the last time I saw Speed 2 was like maybe 6 years ago. And I remember being like, you know, like whatever. But nowhere near the first, obviously. Number 96, Stan Helsing. Fuck, Stan Helsing, man. Horrible. I gave it a 3 out of 10. I remember seeing it when it came out because I love Leslie Nielsen. Big fan of Leslie Nielsen. I love the guy. Love him in Airplane. Love him in Naked Gun. Love him in Scary Movie 3. Superhero movies a guilty pleasure, but he's hands down the best part about superhero movie. And I saw Stan Helsing, and I was so fucking disappointed, man. I liked spoof movies around that time as a kid, so I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to it. But damn, man, like one of his last movies he did was Stan Helsing, and it was just like he deserved so much better. Love his performance. While we're talking about Leslie Nielsen, my favorite performance from him is in Creepshow. I think it's an incredible performance, and it's severely underrated. One of his few dramatic performances. And he's still over the top and chewing the scene and having a lot of fun with it, but he plays a creepy scumbag so well in Creepshow. Awesome performance. And rest in peace to the late great Leslie Nielsen. All right, let's see what what's I'm getting brain damage from these fucking movies, honestly. So excuse my slowness sometimes. Number 95, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. Never saw it. It's in my watch list. Meant to see it when it came out, but one of my close friends in middle school at the time, he went to the theaters to see this, and he said, James, this is the worst movie I've ever seen so far. And we were both nerds ever since we were like kids, like 6 or 7. That's something we shared. So 14, yeah, he saw it, like maybe 12, maybe, and he was like, yeah, this is the worst thing ever. So he was 12 saying The Legend of Chun-Li was terrible. Never got to it, and I'm not the type, like, I hate kind of speaking like that because I like to watch movies and see what the fuck I think about them. But I do have a good amount of homies where we damn near share the same movie taste, like 90% of it, you know? And yeah, that's why I stayed away from it. But I will get to it eventually. Number 94, The Hungover Games. Speaking of spoof movies, there's great ones. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, Airplane, Scary Movie 1 and 2, you know, there's great spoofs, and then there's dog shit spoofs. Meet the Spartans, Disaster Movie, you know. So looks like this one's in the reign of one of the disaster movie kind of, you know. I don't have no desire to see this. It's not in my watch list. It's a spoof on, yeah, Hangover and Hunger Games, other movies. They find themselves in a future dystopian killed or be killed game. Maybe one day when I'm high out of my fucking mind, or, you know, I don't know. There's so many movies in the world. Do I really want to see the Hangover Games? Number 93, The Avengers. And this isn't the one you guys are thinking about. This is the Ralph Fiennes and Uma Thurman joint. Oh yeah, and Sean Connery's in this fucking movie. I can't believe I forgot about that. I apologize for the slowness of the computer. It's usually faster, but it's not really that fast on point right now. But it's working. You know, hopefully it's working for you guys. Yeah, Ralph Fiennes, Uma Thurman, Sean Connery, Jim Broadbent's awesome. Like, what the fuck? How do you get great actors in? I mean, money talks, you know? Money talks, and then sometimes you film a movie, you think it's going to be great, and then it fails. So, number 92, The Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas. Never saw it. Love the first one. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. Love John Goodman, one of my favorite actors. And I love him as Fred. Love him as Fred Flintstone. Awesome. And if I'm correct, Rick Moranis is Barney. I think I'm right. I want to hold on. Let me get my facts straight, okay? I'm gonna go on my phone 2 seconds just to check if it's Rick Moranis, because I'm a psycho. I have to get my facts straight. I can't be saying no bullshit. Yep, Rick Moranis, Barney. Yep, that's why I love the first one. The first one has a 4.9, and I don't think it deserves that. You know, it's not great, but it's fun. I have fun with the first Flintstones. So honestly, the reason why I never saw 2 was because they didn't come back. Yeah, they didn't come back. John Goodman and Rick Moranis now it's Mark Addy and Stephen Baldwin. So I just didn't have any interest. 3.7 out of 10, huh? Yeah, so off the bat, you guys got the first 10 spoiled, but it is what it is, you know, first 11 spoiled. But it's taking a little longer to jump back, but fuck it. Number 91, In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale. This one's with Jason Statham, and Uwe Ball directed this one. They actually made 3 of these fucking movies, from what I understand. And here's another one with a great cast. I mean, Jason Statham, Ron Perlman, Ray Liotta's in this fucking movie. Ray Liotta worked with Uwe Ball? See, I'm learning shit every day. Matthew Lillard is in this fucking movie? Even Lily Sobieski, she's in here. What the fuck are they doing? Burt Reynolds is in this. Burt Reynolds is in The Name of the King? He's the king? What the fuck? Now I have to watch it. Yeah, Uwe Ball's terrible. He's dog shit director, but it's fun. You know, some of his movies are fun. I have some fun with House of the Dead. You know, it's terrible, but I have some fun. I liked the Assault on Wall Street. I thought that was decent. Rampage, the first one, I thought was pretty good. So Uwe Ball does have a movie I do genuinely like. Sorry, getting off topic. Number 90, The Love Guru. Oh man, I was heartbroken. Gave it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I do laugh one or two times with the elephant, and then I'm a Mike Myers fanatic. Ever since I was a kid, I dressed up as Austin Powers in kindergarten, dead ass. Like, if not kindergarten, first grade. Like, I was in elementary school dressing up as Austin Powers because I've always been a psycho, you know, always. And I saw Love Guru. I did hate it. There were some scenes I did laugh at. I thought it was severe. Everybody was severely wasted. I think Mike Myers could have did a way, way, way better, you know, movie with Love Guru. And that's the reason why he stopped making movies for a long time, was Love Guru. So I was heartbroken, but I gave it a 5 because of the bias with Mike Myers. And some 1 or 2 or 3 moments did make me genuinely chuckle. Number 89, Bagul 3. What the fuck is this movie? It's new too, 2020. Oh, it's an Indian film. It's a Bollywood film. Wow. What's crazy about 2.1? Wow. What's crazy about that is Bollywood films on IMDb are like very highly rated. They're like 8.9s, 9.0s, 9.2s. They're very highly rated on IMDb. So it's kind of a shocker to see a 2.1 Bollywood film. That's the first time I've ever seen one like lower than a 5.0. Number 88, Piranha 3 Double D. Yeah, I did hate it. I didn't like it. Some of the gore was decent, but it was more CGI. The first one I give like a 7 out of 10. I didn't love it, but I liked it, and the gore was awesome. The blood and the gore in the remake of the first Piranha 3D, that's the remake of the original. I thought the gore was fucking fantastic. The gore was like a 10 out of 10 in Piranha 3D. And the gore in this one was all like 90% CGI. I didn't give a fuck. Ving Rhames is severely wasted. He comes back with dope ass like titanium legs, but he, you know, he's just wasted. Yeah, I hated it. Christopher Lloyd is wasted. Is he in the first one or 3DD? See, I'm having brain damage right now. I can't even remember, but fuck Piranha 3 Double D. Number 87, I Know Who Killed Me. This one is the Lindsay Lohan film where I think she's playing like duo personalities or some shit. And I haven't seen it. I did see people reviewing it and tearing it the fuck apart, but I never personally saw it. And is it in my watch list? Hold on. Let me see if I'm psycho enough to put I Know Who Killed Me in my fucking watch list. 1 second. Sorry for the slowness, guys. This is my very first time doing this too, you know, so, you know, like I said, the production of this will get better in the future. Just wanted to switch it up, you know. Number 86, Smolensk. And I know I'm saying that wrong, but I think this one's about the story of the people affected by the 2010 crash in Smolensk. And that's crazy, it has a 1.2 out of 10. This is probably the lowest rating I've ever seen on IMDb. So why is it in number... That's weird. I'm just kind of putting 2 and 2 together that the ratings on here aren't really updated as much. Maybe because everybody rates every day, you know. Everybody does rate every other day, so... But yeah, if that's a 1.2 out of 10, why is that number 86? Number 85, Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star. You know, I think Nick Swartzen gets a bad rap, but even as a guy who liked Nick Swartzen, even around this time, when I saw Bucky Larson, or I didn't see it, but I didn't see it fully. I saw the first 20 minutes and I gave up. And I saw it when it came 2011. I peeped it. It was on either HBO or one of them, Cinemax. I saw it. And I was really disappointed in like just the first 20 minutes. I was like, yo, I'm not feeling this. I like Nick, but this is just awkward and kind of creepy and weird. And it just made me uncomfortable in not a good way. It made me Bucky Larson kind of made me Human Centipede uncomfortable. You know, it's just, jeez Louise. And this is coming from a guy who likes Nick, who thinks that Nick gets a bad rap, but Bucky Larson doesn't help his case, you know. Number 84, Dragon Wars, D-War. I have a couple boys who've seen this. I haven't seen it. I will add it to the watch list. From what I remember, it's like a fake ass Godzilla versus King Kong, you know. And I know this came out before Godzilla versus King Kong, but yeah, it's like two, you know, monsters fighting and blah blah blah. Oh, once in 500 years, ancient mythical creatures come to Earth, wreaking havoc and destruction. This time, they must be stopped. Yeah. I don't, you know, I'm not rushing to see Dragon Wars D War. I'm just not. I'm not rushing to see it. What do we got next on the agenda? What do we got next in this slow ass computer? I'm sorry. Number 83, Dungeons and Dragons. This is the one with Marlon Wayans. I didn't see this either, but I do want to see this. It's in my. I saw a couple reviews as a kid of people like shitting on Dungeons and Dragons, but I got to see it just out of the curiosity for Marlon Wayans being in it. I'm a fan of Marlon. I really like Marlon. You know, I love Scary Movie 1 and 2. I love, you know, I like White Chicks. White Chicks makes me laugh. I have some problems with it, but it makes me laugh, you know. Marlon Wayans was in Dungeons and Dragons. Like, what the fuck? Jeremy Irons. Like, what's with all these great actors being in horrible movies? And I get it. You know, it's money talks, paychecks talk. I get it. It's disheartening, you know. Number 82, Mac and Me. This was a fake ass E.T. movie. I remember the trailers, and I remember like it, you know, being on like some cable. I think on cable a couple times. I never personally saw it. 3.3 out of 10. Fake ass E.T. You know, I just didn't care. Didn't rush for it. Guys, so far, if there's anything that I've named that you guys are like, yo, Fro, you have to watch that. It's so bad, but you'll love it. Like, comment below. Let me know, like, yo, you're sleeping on this, or you're sleeping on Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think I'm sleeping on it, but like, you know, you're sleeping on how bad it is. You should watch how bad it is. So if there's anything you guys have seen so far that is really bad, let me know. Number 81, The Fog. Yeah, I hate the remake. I fucking hated this remake. I hated it. I hated it when it came out. In 2005, I was 8 years old, and I was already a super mega movie nerd from age 6, you know. I was 8 years old when I saw The Fog, and it didn't even scare me then. There was, you know, I didn't give a fuck about it. I hated it. I hated The Fog. I love D. Ray Davis. Funny guy, really funny guy, one of my favorite comedians. And I was looking forward to seeing him in The Fog, and even he couldn't save the movie, you know. At least they let him live. I was okay, D. Ray Davis lives. Thank goodness the black guy lives, you know. Number 80, The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl 3D. Yes, I'm a psychopath. I gave it a 7 out of 10. You guys can revoke my movie fucking review card. You guys can say, oh, you know, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, this is all personal opinions. You know, we all have movies that we love that people hate. Okay, this is one of them. You know, I don't love Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I'll give it that. I like it. And there's a huge nostalgic thing too. You know, I saw it in the drive-in. Saw it I've seen this movie 100 times. You know, George Lopez is borderline bad in it, but he's having fun. He's over the top as the electricity bad guy, and then the teacher. David Arquette plays the dad. I love David Arquette. You know, I'm a big fan of him, so he plays the dad. And I like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You know, I think it gets a kind of a bad rap. You know what? I can understand why people hate it. I can definitely understand. But just as a nostalgic thing, I'm a big fan of Robert Rodriguez. I do genuinely like some parts. I like the food ideas, and as a kid I thought the food world and all that shit was ill, and just the different worlds and the dream journal. I really liked it. I loved it as a kid. I like it as an adult. Number 79, The Wicker Man with fucking Nicolas Cage. It's terrible. I gave it a 4 out of 10, but it's fun. It's fun, you know. It's fun. I have fun with it. It's fun to laugh at. You know, it's a terrible movie, but it's fun. Him punching the bear, the chick in the bear suit. Step away from the bike. That part makes me fucking laugh. Yeah, the fucking Wicker Man. Number 78, Black Christmas. There was not one thing that I enjoyed about this fucking remake. I hated Black Christmas. I hated the characters. I have no problem with female characters. I love Sarah Connor, how badass she is. Like, I have a huge crush on Neve Campbell, and Sidney Prescott's a badass character. Like, I have no problem, with just horror films and female characters, and you know, Sally and Texas Chainsaw, like very, you know, very awesome fucking lead female actresses. But Black Christmas was insufferable. It was trying to do this woke kind of thing at times. I thought it failed severely. The kills were horrible off screen. They made it PG-13. Everything was wrong with this fucking movie. I hated Black Christmas. Thank goodness I didn't see this in the theater. Or I wasted any money on it. I got to see this for free, you know. I fucked up. See, that's Black Christmas just fucked everything up for me, man. You know, that's how much I hate the fucking movie. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Let me get back to where we were. Number 77, Captain America. This isn't the one you guys are thinking of. The 1991, directed by Albert Pyun. I haven't seen it, but I know what this. Yeah, Albert Pyun. I know what this is. I know Albert Pyun because he's a very mixed director. He makes some horrible movies, but he's made I like Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think that's dope, a dope movie. He's made a couple that I do like, but he's also made dumpster fires. I think he made Ticker with Steven Seagal and Nas. Nas is in a Steven Seagal movie. And Nas puts in, like, I love Nas to death, but his performance was, like, awful in Ticker. He's like, I'm cold. I can't feel my legs. Like, I'm like, come on, Nas. Yeah, I love Nas to death, but, like, Nas is in fucking Ticker. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Number 76, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Didn't see this one. It's on my watch list. I remember people hating the Richard Pryor one. I think that's Superman 3, if I'm correct. I like Richard Pryor in that one, and I have some fun with Superman 3. Never bothered before. Is this the one where Christopher Reeve directed? Let me see. Nah, he didn't direct this one. Let me know which one he directed. I think it's either 3 or 5 or one of them. I know he took over the directing thing. If I'm correct, I might even be wrong about that. I'm just talking and blanking out because of how bad some of these fucking movies are, you know? What else do we got? Number 75, Jaws 3D. Yeah, Jaws 3D is bad, but I have some fun with it. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Before I move on, Black Christmas, I fucking hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I gave you a 1 out of fucking 10. Okay, back to Jaws 3D. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because there's one death scene that's actually pretty damn dope. I like. It's the scuba diver guy, or the guy in the scuba diving gear, and he gets trapped in the shark's mouth in Jaws 3D. And that scene's dope, and it's bloody, and it's actually pretty scary. Like, as a kid, I remember seeing Jaws 3D and kind of getting freaked out by that death scene with the guy trapped in the shark's mouth. Other than that, that's the only good death scene or great death scene. Louis Gossett Jr., Dennis Quaid. You know, it's fun. Jaws 3D's fun, but I don't love it. I give it a 4 out of 10. It's not good, but, you know, it's a fun watch. The Never-Ending Story 3. Haven't seen 3. I can barely remember 2. I love 1. Love 1. Love 1 as a kid, love 1 now. Number 73, Spy Kids 4. All the time in the world. Fuck. I didn't even bother. Didn't bother. Love 1. Love 2. I like 3. 3's a guilty pleasure. And I didn't give a fuck because Spy Kids 4, they didn't come back, you know, or the kids came back before a tiny cameo from what I heard, and Antonio Banderas and Carla, they didn't come back as the parents, so I was like, who gives a fuck, you know? And rightfully so, nobody gave a fuck. 72, 50 Shades of Black. Like earlier, I said that I'm a fan of Marlon Wayans. I really like the guy. He's funny. I think his dramatic performances are slept on, like Respect with Aretha Franklin and Requiem for a Dream. Great. I like this guy a lot, but he started doing like A Haunted House 2 and 50 Shades of Black and Naked and Sextuplets, and I was just like, yo, what's going on, Marlon? I really love the guy. I'm just like, what the fuck, Marlon? We need some more bangers again, bro. Like, what the fuck? And I'm sorry for the cursing, but bad movies like this, like, really get me agitated. Like, I get anxious and shit, man. For real. Because I'm a psycho. I take movies, a lot of movies, like, maybe too seriously. Maybe that's a fault of mine, but, you know, it's just, some movies, obviously, I don't. I'm like, hey, it's a fun movie, but. Number 71, Spice World. And I know what this is. It's in my watch list. I'm an asshole. The Spice World movies, the Spice Girls. They made a film in the year I was born, 97. Jeez Louise. Spice Girls. It was their idea, as you can see right here under the writer column. Jeez Louise, man. We know how bad it is, you know? I mean, just the Spice Girls movie. Who the fuck wants to see a Spice Girls movie? Oh, okay, I'm being an asshole. A Spice Girls fan. But if there's any Spice Girls fans that's seen the movie, let me know if Spice World is even good. I'm curious. Like, that'd be funny if a Spice Girls fan is like, nah, Spice World is terrible. It sucks ass. So I would fall out of my seat laughing, yo. Number 70 is Crossroads. This one is the Britney Spears film. I haven't seen it. I know what it is. I think this one is like their Runaways, maybe. Let me look at the info. 3 childhood best friends and a guy they just met take a road trip across the country, finding themselves in their friendship in the process. Yeah. Oh, Zoe Saldana's one of them. Wow, I didn't know that. Saldana, however you say her last name, my bad. Britney Spears. Yeah. Tamra Davis, she did Half Baked. Did Tamra Davis do Billy Madison? I don't think she did Billy Madison, but I want to double check. All right, just real quick. I know I'm getting off topic, but she did do Billy Madison. That's crazy. I love these two, Half Baked, Billy Madison. That's why I know that name. I was like, I know Tamra Davis. So, wow. Supposedly her lowest movie's Crossroads, from what I see. And, yeah. Shonda Rhimes wrote this, and she went on to do one of those shows. I don't know if she did Grey's Anatomy or one of them. Shonda Rhimes. So, too lazy to click on Shonda Rhimes, you know. Respectfully, you know. Don't really give a fuck. What's the next one we got on the agenda? The slow ass computer. Number 69, Batman and Robin. Wow. Yes, it's terrible. Yes, it's bad. The costume designs look rickety and rackety. Arnold Schwarzenegger is terrible, but he's chewing the scene and he's having fun. I have fun with Arnold and Batman and Robin. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Or, you know, just terrible ice puns that are just horrible and written by 5-year-olds. But you know what? I have some guilty pleasure fun with Batman and Robin. I gave it a 4 out of 10. It's not a good movie, but I have some fun. Number 68, Fear.com. Yo, so I gotta rewatch it. I don't want to rate it yet. I don't want to rate it as an adult yet because it will be a great rewatch. But 3.4, that's crazy. So, admittedly, my mom's had this DVD laying around, and I remember being around 6 or 7 years, maybe 5 or 6 years old, and Fear.com was one of the first DVD covers that I've ever seen. And not only that, the poster freaked me out as a kid. This fucking stupid poster, like, really freaked me out. I was like I had nightmares off this poster. Like, admittedly, you know. Now I'm like, it's whatever, you know. It's just a chick with a fake Joker kind of smile, looking like a mannequin kind of doll. She changed. I don't know what she's trying to do, but it came out August 30th, a day after my birthday. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. It was like, and yeah, Fear.com, I vividly remember being one of the very first DVD covers I've ever seen. So I have to rewatch it. Might be really bad from the reputation I'm seeing, but William Malone, the director, when he did House on Haunted Hill, 1999, and I love that movie. I really love. It's one of my favorite remakes ever. I love House on Haunted Hill, 1999. But yeah, he did Fear.com. I'm gonna rewatch that one real soon. Sorry guys, I know I'm jabbering a lot and I'm over chatty right now. It's just, you know, it's the first time I'm doing this, so you know, you guys get to really go into FRO's mind and talk about fucking movies. Number 67, Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain. I haven't seen it. I remember liking Three Ninjas. I remember having fun with it. The first one, you know. I don't remember seeing 2 either, to be honest. Is this 2 or 3? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, but Sean McNamara, this guy, he directed Soul Surfer. And I like that one with Anna Sophia Robb. He did Soul Surfer. I gave that one like an 8 out of 10. It's the one where based on in real life, where the Bethany chick, she lost her arm to a shark attack. So I remember liking the movie. I remember actually being pretty good. Sean McNamara. So he did Three Ninjas, Mega Mountain. Hey man, we got to start somewhere, you know. I know it's like Norman Down says, you know, you got to start somewhere, you know. Yeah. So number 66, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Yeah, I gave it a 2 out of 10. It's bad. Yeah, obviously Ray Charles knows Mortal Kombat Annihilation is bad, but I have fun laughing at it. You know, it's like, too bad you will die. You know, everybody knows that line. But number 65, Far Cry. Uwe Ball. This is one of his video game movies, and Till Schweiger is the main guy in Far Cry. Never saw it, but I know about it. You know, I know when it was announced and the time it was coming out. I think one or two of my homies saw it, said it wasn't any good. Udo Kier's in here. What the fuck is he doing in here? I love Udo Kier. He's one of the great fucking actor. He always plays a sleazy slimeball scumbag, but he does it extremely well in every movie. Let's see what else we got next. Well, I think we're halfway. What are we in, like in the 60s now? What else do we got? Sorry, like I'm usually more on point and faster with it, but it's just slowing down. I think I'm screen recording, so I think that's probably why it is too. Number 64, Breach. This is a newer Bruce Willis movie. I didn't see it, but I feel bad for Bruce Willis now, you know, with the memory loss kind of thing he's going through. I don't think it's Alzheimer's, but it's like kind of something similar from what I understand. So he's forgetting his lines, he's forgetting how to do his scenes, and that's kind of heartbreaking. I'm a fan of Bruce Willis, man. You know, Hostage, I love Hostage, I love Die Hard. I love almost all of them except the horrible one. I think, was it A Good Day to Die Hard? Yeah, I like Bruce Willis a lot. He's dope. But yeah, Breach, he's been doing all of these like terrible 3 or 2 out of 10 movies recently in the past few years. Number 63, Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson. I've heard about this one, have no desire to see it. She plays like the stripper, or she owns a nightclub called the Hammerhead. Things become complicated when her ex-lover Axel Hood, who is married to the fugitive Karina Devonshire, re-enters her life. Yeah, I have no desire to see this fucking movie. It looks stupid. Respectfully, Pamela Anderson, I never thought of her as an actual actress. She's great eye candy, you know, great looking, beautiful woman, especially in her prime. You know, no disrespect, but yeah, it's just I have no desire to see Barbed Wire. That's just me. If it's, I don't know, maybe it's good. Maybe I'm like overlooking the fuck out of it. I mean, obviously it's a 3.4. Can't be that good, but I like movies that are 3s, or, you know, I like some of them, so never know. Okay, number 62, Hercules in New York. I have no idea I've never heard of it, to be honest. Hercules is sent to Earth where he finds true love and starts a promising career in the bodybuilder business. Do I really? There's so many movies and millions of movies in the world, and it's like, I'm gonna put on Hercules in New York today. Like, said no fucking body ever. Maybe one psychopath in the world that's kind of like me. I can relate with certain movies, you know, like, you know, there's certain movies where I'm like, there's nobody on earth watching this now, but I'll pop it in, you know. So Hercules in New York, Laxmi. Yeah, Laxmi. What is this? Some of these I've never heard of. They're newer too, 2020. This one's 2 hours and 21 minutes. Oh, it's an Indian film. It's a Bollywood film. What the fuck? Like, yo, like I'm used to seeing Bollywood films being like 8.0 or 9, so it's kind of shocking to see how low these are. Azif visits his wife's parents' house and happens to go to a ground that is supposedly haunted. However, he is soon possessed by the spirit of a transgender who is out for revenge. That's a weird wording of the plot too. Like, maybe someone doesn't speak the best English, reworded it, but I don't know. It's just weird wording. It is so bizarre to see low ratings for Bollywood films. I'm not used to it, you know. So it must be horrible. I don't know. I don't want to watch this movie because it's 2 hours and 21 minutes. Do I really want to see a long ass movie that's 2.6 out of 10? I don't, because there's so many great movies I need to see, supposedly great movies that I haven't seen that are 2 hours or 3 hours long that I still have to see. So I don't want to see Laxmi. I don't, or Laxmi, or however the fuck you say it. You know, no, I don't know. I'm getting brain damage right now, guys. Fuck, I can't think straight. Laxmi fucking threw me off. It just threw me the fuck off. Okay. Number 60. I don't even know why. Number 60, Daddy Day Camp. Oh, fuck. I gave this a 1 out of 10. Hated it then. I gave it another shot a couple years ago, and I hated it fucking again. I love Daddy Daycare. One of my favorite kids films of all time. I personally think Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy is severely underrated. I have such a fun time with Daddy Daycare. I think it's sweet, it's funny, it's just a great fucking time. You know, you have Angelica Huston as as the villain, you know, playing the villain at the fancy school. You have Eddie Murphy, you have Steve Zahn as the funny, you know, friend. You have Jeff Garlin as the funny guy at the time, you know. So it just had a funny cast, and the kids were great. The kids were funny, they were cute, and they did a good job with their roles. And call me a psycho and revoke my card, but I give Daddy Daycare a 10 out of 10, and I'm not joking. Like, yeah, it's not a 10 out of 10 movie, but I give it a 10 out of 10 because I have so much fun with it, man. And I'm going on a fucking rant with this, but like, or just a rambling thing, but I even like great granddaddy daycare, or granddaddy daycare. I'm fucking losing it right now. Granddaddy Daycare was fun, man. Like, way more than I expected. I gave that one an 8 out of 10. And I was expecting it to be terrible. I was like, Granddaddy Daycare isn't going to be nowhere near the first one, you know? And it kind of almost was. Like, Danny Trejo did a good job in it. So, Daddy Day Camp is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And Cuba Gooding Jr. Replaced Eddie Murphy playing his character. It's just like, fuck, man. It was not needed. If they made Daddy Daycare and then years later made Granddaddy Daycare, I would have been happy. I would have been like, dope, you know, at least there's no Daddy Day Camp. Fuck. Number 59, Police Academy, Mission to Moscow. Never seen it. I don't know if this is the number 7th or 8th or 9th one, to be honest. I love 1. I remember 2. I remember liking 2. I even remember kind of liking 3, but people hated it. I can't remember too much, but I remember 1 the best, to be honest. Love 1. Love 1. One of my favorites, but 58, Student of the Year 2. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. This looks like another Bollywood film, judging off the length time and judging off the names. Yeah, it's another. Like, I'm getting blown away by how many Bollywood films I'm seeing on this list. I'm getting blown away. I'm not used to it. Now I'm used to it, but I wasn't before, you know. But I have no desire in seeing a 2 hour and 30-minute movie that's a 2.1 out of 10. It's a waste of time, guys, you know. I can't do it. Number 57, The Master of Disguise. Yeah, okay, yes. You guys can kill me. You guys see how high that rating I give it? Yes, you can fix your glasses, yes. Yo, you can fucking hate me all you want. Revoke my card. Tell me I have terrible movie taste. But this is my personal ratings and my personal experiences with the movies. Master of Disguise, I will happily admit, or I will definitely admit, it's all nostalgic. You know, as a kid, one of my favorite movies ever, because I was a goofball as a kid. It was just a zany, over-the-top fucking movie. I love Master of Disguise, and I still love it. I love the in the turtle leaf for the turtle club. I love it. It's goofy, and it's just, to me, it's harmless. People rip Master of Disguise to fucking shreds. People, like, despise the movie. But I really have fun with it. And, yeah, you can revoke my card. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's cool. You can make fun of me. You can make fun of me in the comment section. Like, you like Master of Disguise? Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just, you know, just don't take my rating so seriously with it. You know, it's just a fun fucking movie. I really love the movie. Number 56, Bratz, the movie. Why did we make a Bratz doll movie? Why? Why? Sean McNamara again? Damn, he went from Soul Surfer, or I don't know if he made Soul Surfer after, but damn, the guy who made Soul Surfer made the Bratz doll movie. And he fucking made, I feel like he made other shit too that I'm blanking out on, but no disrespect, I have no desire to watch Bratz. Why is Bratz an hour and 50 minutes long? Why? Why is the Bratz doll movie almost 2 hours long? I don't want to watch a 2-hour movie that's 3.0. I don't. Well, 2 hours is better than 2 hours and 40 minutes. Yes, even 10 minutes makes a big difference, guys, you know? 5 minutes makes a big difference in your movie. A movie could be awesome, and then 5 minutes could fuck it up, you know? That's just how it is for me. At least how I view it. I don't want to. spoil too much. You guys spoiled the first 11, but number 55, Gun Day. I don't know what that is, honestly. Just take a quick look, you know. It's another Bollywood movie. That's 2 hours and 32 minutes and 2.6 out of 10. I don't know if I want to see that. You know, I just don't. Damn, there's a lot of them now. Now I can't say that I'm not used to it, because I'm definitely used to it now. It's just opened my mind. Like, wow, I always thought Bollywood movies were like, they're highly rated on the site. They're always like 8.9 or 8.5 or 9.0. Number 54, The Room. The Room is horrible, but I laugh. It's funny. Tommy Wiseau, I mean, playing a psychopath. He can't even deliver the lines that he wrote personally. He can't even deliver his own lines. Can't direct his own fucking movie. Can't direct himself. Everybody's terrible. There's not one good person in the room. People say that the drug dealer's good. Like, give me my fucking money, Danny. Like, he sucks too. So everybody's bad in the room, you know? Lisa, don't get me fucking started on her. But I got a review on The Room if you guys want to peep it. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Number 53, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. I have to rewatch it. I remember liking certain parts, so if I must have gave it a 5, I must have liked it. I mean, not loved it, nowhere near loved it, but I must have liked one or two things. When my shit's like at least a 5, there's like one or two jokes or something that I enjoyed, or like one or two things I liked, you know? Yeah, I gotta rewatch it. Is this the one with Matthew McConaughey? Let me double check. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger. Oh, it's quick. It's an hour and 27, so I'm gonna give it another watch soon. I already rated it, but I think it'll be a good rewatch because I can't remember too much. I do remember Matthew McConaughey being a psycho in it, but and then I can't remember Renee or whatever really she does, you know. You just fuck, my computer froze. And you guys and you guys just got spoiled at 30s. And that's how it is. I'm guerrilla, guys. You know, my production will get better through the years, but I'm just, you know, it is what it is. Number 52, Tease Marcon. That sounds like another Bollywood film. Yeah, I don't want to, yeah, just whatever. Number 51, Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd. I remember this one. In my opinion, Bob Saget saves the whole fucking movie. Because it's not great, and I don't have too many belly laughs, but the one big belly laugh I get is this: there's shit all over the walls! There's shit everywhere! There's shit! There's never bile! Awesome. I think that's the reason I give it a 5, is because of Bob Saget. Like, his scene is that funny. That gives me a big belly laugh. It makes me laugh my ass off. Still to this day, I laugh at that scene. So yeah, you know. Number 50, Scary Movie 5. I didn't bother, honestly. I didn't watch it because I didn't give a fuck. I love 1 and 2. Love 1 and 2. I love 2 is my personal favorite. Scary Movie 2 is my personal favorite. I love 1 and 2. I enjoy 3. People hate 3, but I really like 3. It's funny. I like the aliens and the rap battles funny. So, and I hated 4. I didn't like the War of the Worlds thing. Was kind of interesting with the iPods and stuff, but like I didn't. It was too wacky for me, and I like wacky stuff, like, or zany stuff, but it was too all over the place. Number 49, The Open House. The fuck is this movie? The hell is this movie? Dylan Minnette. That's the kid from the guy from Scream 5. He's one of. Oh, I've seen this poster. I've seen this poster on Netflix. I never bothered. I didn't know it was that low rated though. 3.3. Yeah, this guy right here is one of the students and one of the main characters in the new Scream 5. Or he's in the cast. I didn't care for him in Scream 5, to be honest. You know, he was a good actor. I mean, he did fine with his I don't want to spoil anything, you know. But yeah, the whatever the fuck that movie was just called. See, I just forgot the title. You know, The Open House. Hold on, we're not letting you off the fucking hook yet. You know? A teenager and his mother find themselves besieged by threatening forces when they move into a new house. So that's like every fucking haunted house movie on planet Earth. Like, that's literally every haunted house movie. So, and this movie was literally made to be boring or just nobody give a fuck about. And I know I haven't seen it. I usually don't like talking shit on a movie that I haven't seen, but obviously reputation builds up around a movie, and of course we're going to know ahead of time, like, damn, this is gonna be fucking bad. And then sometimes you see trailers and you're like, ah. Number 48, The Starving Games. This looks like another stupid spoof movie. I don't care. You know, I would click. I just don't care. It looks like, fuck it. You know, let's see who directed it. At least that. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, just what I figured. Jason Friedberg and bitch ass Aaron Seltzer, who fucking did Disaster Movie and all those bullshit ass movies and Meet the Spartans. These guys are credited as writers, I believe, on Scary Movie 1. But from what I understand, there were so many writers on Scary Movie 1 that I highly doubt they did anything on Scary Movie 1. Like, everything I've seen from these guys is fucking horrendous. Epic Movie, I have 1 or 2 chuckles. Date Movie, I have 1 or 2 chuckles. Overall, they're bad movies, so they're not good. You know? I hate sounding like a snobbish asshole, but fuck it, you know, like, it is what it is. I'm saving people from not seeing these type of movies, you know? Number 47, Steel, with Shaq O'Neal. I remember this movie. He plays like a superhero or like he's a scientist or some shit. I remember the costume being terrible. Yeah, look at this. It looks like a fake ass ghetto black Batman. You know, like I am Shaq Man. You know, it just looks horrible. You know, I remember the only things I liked about it. To be fair, Richard Roundtree, Shaft is in there. I don't think he does a huge part, but he's in there. And from what I remember, he kind of has fun with it. I did like the relationship between Homegirl in the wheelchair and Shaq's character. I did. There was just something about it. I think their chemistry was pretty decent. I think that was like probably the strongest part of the movie. And that's sad because it's supposed to be a badass action fucking superhero movie, but it just sucks, you know? Remember, yeah, 3 out of 10. Number 46, The Cost of Deception. I don't know what this is. 2021, it's recent. 1.5. Oh my goodness. When a young, ambitious market researcher finds out her boss is involved in the leaking of a scandalous prime minister speech, she decides to investigate the case to gain a position among... Man, I fell asleep reading the fucking plot, man. No wonder it's a 1.5, you know? It just sounds, I don't know. Yeah, there's the political... I'm not really a political movie guy. There are some I really enjoy. I remember seeing the Ides of March in the theaters, and I remember it being kind of boring, but there were things I did. It had a great cast, and I think George Clooney directed that one. So, and there are there's a few I'm blanking out on. There are a few political movies I love, but I'm just not a big political movie guy because it's just, you know, I just don't give a fuck. I'm not a government guy. So. Number 45, Vampires Suck, which fucking sucks. I remember seeing this in theaters. Yes, I was forced to see Vampires Suck. 2010, went with a couple of homies in high school, or middle school. It was middle school or high school. I believe middle school. It sucked ass, obviously. Horrible. Gave it a 2 out of 10. I would give it a 1, actually. Number 44, The Emoji Movie. I was forced to see this as well. With one of my younger cousins, I was forced to see this at the theaters. Gave it a 1. An Emoji Movie deserves a -500 out of 10. Like, that's how much I hate it. I hate the fucking Emoji Movie. Number 43, Ennis Bator. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's another Bollywood movie. At least this one's a little bit shorter. It's 1 hour and 50, but still, like, oh, guys, 2.0 out of 10. Yeah. 2.0. If anybody has seen any of these movies, let me know. You know, drop them in the comment section. Be like, yo, Fro, I think that's worth a watch to see how bad it is. You know, fuck, we froze again. I'm terrible, guys. Number 42, 365 Days, the sequel, the one that just came out. Wow, it rightfully so. I haven't seen it yet, but the first one, I was so frustrated, mainly because I was dating a couple girls around the time, here and there, you know, off and on and shit. And they were talking about 365 days, like, oh, you know, like 365 days. Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, 365, you can go see, it's bullshit, softcore porno bullshit. I'm disguised as a fucking movie. Just go watch some Skinemax, go watch some Pornhub, go watch some X Hamster or some X videos, you know, any of those sites. Like, why do we need to waste our time watching 365 days, let alone the fucking sequel? So that's why I didn't see it. It's not in my watch list. I have no desire to see it. You know, so the first one was frustrating to me. I hated it. It was just slow, boring. The sex scenes weren't even good. Everything just sucked about it. Number 41, Slender Man. Haven't seen it, and I do want to see it because I'm aware how bad, I don't know one person that likes the Slender Man movie. I love the story. I like how creepy the guy is. Excuse me. How tall he is, how he can grow up to like 8 or 9 foot, how his limbs can grow, how he stalks you in the woods. The gameplay, the computer game, is very creepy. It has a nice atmosphere. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it, despite how bad the reputation is. The thing that's throwing me off, though, or that threw me off when it came out, was that it's rated PG-13. I was like, fuck. You know, like that's what made me not see it. I was like, yo, I want to see an R-rated Slender Man movie. I still do. You know, I hope somebody tops it and makes a great Slender Man movie one day. I don't think this is going to be great, you know. Hour and 33, so it's not fucking long at all. So I will check it out someday. The PG-13 threw me off. I was like, yo, this killed my fucking anticipation of it. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a quick smoke real quick. You take a little quick smoke break, like 30 seconds, you know, just real quick, you know. I just gotta keep my brain going, and these are way too many bad fucking movies, you know. Bad movies legitimately get me anxious and get me frustrated. And I know they're like, you shouldn't take movies so seriously. I understand. Some movies I don't. There's some really goofy movies I love to death that I don't take seriously, and I can turn my brain off and I can have fun. But you do come across movies that are frustratingly bad. That's like, yo, money was put into this, time and effort was put into this, you know. And it's half and half. Sometimes it's the studio interference. You know, sometimes that fucks up a movie, like the Fantastic Four recent movie. You know, the studio fucked that up. Studio fucks up movies all the time. They butcher your ending. They get final cut. They change your characters. They take out characters. They take out dialogue that was meaningful, you know. So I get it. It's just fuck, you know. Number 40, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. What the fuck? I have it in my watch list. So let me reread it. I don't know why it's in my watch list. 2.7 out of 10. The Martians kidnap Santa Claus because there is nobody on Mars to give their children presents. Well, that's why I put it on the watch list. That sounds fucking awesome. That sounds like the stupidest movie ever made, but it sounds awesome. And I sound like I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Hopefully, you know? Hopefully. If anybody's seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, please comment below. I'm curious. I'm like legitimately curious. Number 39, Kazam. Yes, that's a high rating for Kazam. I gave Kazam a 6 out of 10. I'll tell you why. Technically, of course, it's not a good movie, but it's majorly a nostalgia bias for it. I will happily admit, it's a nostalgic bias. As a kid, I had Kazam on VHS. That was one of the most rewinded tapes that I ever had. Loved Kazam as a kid. One of my favorite movies as a kid. But when I grew up and watched it, excuse me, yes, yes, the value's not there as it was as a kid. There's parts that are horrible. There's parts that are horribly acted. There's parts that are horribly written, of course. But I love the food falling from the sky. I love Shaq's moments at times. Like I like his vibe and energy. I will admit, there are a couple parts that I rewatched as a grown-up that I do find creeped out, where I'm like, yo, they needed to take that out. Or like him with the kid doing certain things where I'm like, okay, that didn't need to be shown. Definitely. See, I can take a step back and look at it overall from every point, but I have fun with Kazam. And call me soft. Fuck it. Call me soft. Yeah, it's a 3.5 right here and probably lower. But as a kid, I would get emotional when Kazam leaves the kid, you know, when the farewell, and then when you see him again and like he's, you know, moves on to another life and he's chilling, like, and the music, I legitimately love the musical score for Kazam. Legitimately. Like the music at the end when they farewell. Yo, rewatch Kazam. I'm bugging. I know I'm bugging with Kazam. I know I'm bugging. Fuck it. But just let me know, you know, if anybody out there likes Kazam or likes certain things about it, let me know. Number 38, Catwoman. See, Catwoman, I believe, in my opinion, is a severely worse movie than Kazam. Like, off the bat. I gave Catwoman a 3 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 2. You know, I re-rate a lot of my movies sometimes. You know, that's just me. Sometimes opinions don't stick or ratings don't stick, but I'm going to give it a 2. I'm not a Halle Berry fan personally. I did like Kidnap. I did like The Call. I didn't mind her in John Wick 3. But I'm not a Halle Berry person. I'm not. I never liked her. I hate Monsters Ball. I fucking hate Monsters Ball. I hate Monsters Ball. I hate Monsters Ball. The only reason I like it is because of Heath Ledger. And Diddy, and I'm not a Diddy fan, and this is harsh to say, but Diddy gets executed, he gets electrocuted in that fucking movie. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's harsh to say, but I hate Monsters Ball. So I hate Catwoman and Monsters Ball almost equally. But Catwoman's a million times worse technically, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Halle Berry. And she won a fucking Oscar for Monsters Ball. It just irritates me. Number 37, Rollerball. Speaking of Rollerball. I think LL Cool J and Rebecca Romijn are in here. Even Jean Reno is in here, I believe. Haven't seen it, but I know what Rollerball is. I know the reputation and all that. 3.1 out of 10. Wow. That's actually, I think it was lower when I used to check it. Guys, I've been on IMDB. If I haven't said it yet, I've been on IMDB since I was easily 9 years old. Easily 9 years old. So I've been on IMDb more than half my life. Like, easily, guys. Like, I've always been a computer, movie, tech savvy nerd guy. So yeah, LL Cool J, Rebecca Romijn, Jean Reno, Naveen Andrews from Planet Terror, Andrew, the guy who played Leatherface, Andrew Barnett, and the one I love in the 2003 remake. Wow, yeah, fucking Rollerball. And I believe there's an R-rated version, or they filmed the R-rated version, and that's the one they wanted, but I heard that version is better. I don't know, but I'm not rushing to see Rollerball personally, you know? Number 36, Jack and Jill. Oh my goodness, it has come. The time has come. I do have a review of Jack and Jill. I explained all my frustrations with it in it, but to sum it up, it's a 1 out of 10. It's easily a negative 1,000 million billion out of a 10. Jack and Jill is one of my top 5 worst hated movies I hate in my whole 24 years. It's blood boiling bad. Very frustrating. The only thing that saves it for me, or that makes me not really think harmful thoughts to myself, is Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald, I love Norm. Really, I'm a big Norm guy. So him showing up in a smaller role, but he steals the show. And he barely says any words. He barely says like 3 words in his part, and he just steals the show. Number 35, who's your caddy? Oh, one. I told you 1,000,000 out of 10. But who's your caddy? Number 35. Gave it a 5 out of 10 because it's a nostalgic thing. There are some moments that I enjoyed as a kid. Overall, I don't remember loving it. I don't remember thinking it was one of the funniest movies, you know, as a kid. But yeah, 5 out of 10 sounds right. I'm going to rewatch it someday. Number 34, 365 Days, the first one. Yes, this movie frustrated me so bad. What did I give it? I gave it a fucking 1, which it deserves. It deserves a fucking negative 50. I hate 365 Days. Not one. It was painful to sit through. There's nothing really interesting about it. I didn't give a fuck about characters. I didn't give a fuck about 365 Days. And I'm very angry at that movie. If you want to see porno, just go watch. I've said it already. Excuse me. My lungs are killing me right now. Jeez Louise. If you want to go see some porno, go watch some porno. Like, you don't have to see 365 Days, because that's what it is. It's just softcore fucking porno. And I just remember just being infuriated. Let me read the plot. I can't even remember the plot, to be honest. Massimo is a member of the Sicilian mafia family. That's the thing I was going to say. Like, I hated the crime thing that they added to it, too. Like, they tried to do, like, a crime thriller kind of thing, too, at one point. She does not expect that on a trip to Sicily, trying to save her. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it. I hate it. Yeah, 2 hours. I remember it being 2 hours. Fucking 365 days. Like, 365 days. That's how long it felt watching the fucking movie. That's how long it felt. How long? Makes me pissed off. Number 33, Cosmic Sin. This is another Bruce Willis one. This is a recent, 2021. It's a recent one. And like I said, I feel bad. I feel bad that, you know, he's taking these, it's a paycheck movie. He's taking these quick cash movies, but he's forgetting his lines now. So it's like, damn, you know, hurtful to see. It's in my watch list. I will get to it. Left Behind, number 32. That one's the Nicolas Cage one where he's in the airplane. I know the previews. I've seen the reviews of people tearing it apart. I still have it in my watch list, but I'll get to it someday. Number 31, the fucking Human Centipede 3. Yeah, I gave that a 3 out of 10. Speaking of 3, you know, it's just, it's, so 2, I think I gave like a 2 out of 10, I believe. 3, I gave a 3 because the main bad guy from the first one, I legitimately like him. I think he's completely over the top and chewing the scene, but he plays a great scumbag well, and he has a great way of with his creepy expressions in his face, you know. In 3, he's way more over the top, way more, like as the warden or like the head boss of the prison, because 3 is about like prisoners. They're all like, and he's trying to conduct like an experiment between the prisoners, and yeah, I just remember 3 being like, oh, just fucking horrible, you know. And Debo's in here for a little bit. I think this was one of his last movies. Sadly, it was Human Centipede 3. Number 30, Hobo Goblins. Never heard of it. Never heard of Hobo Goblins. 2.1. Yeah, see, it has like a 3.2 on the list, but when you click on it, it has like a 2.1. That's crazy. A young security guard must track down diminutive aliens who kill people even as they make their fantasies come true. You're really going to try to throw diminutive? See, this brain damage. Diminutive. Like, how the fuck can you throw that word at me and this is a 2.1, man? Like, what are you trying to do to me? What are you trying to do to my brain? Do I want to see Hobo Goblins? It's an hour and 20 something, so it's not long. I could see it one day. But I'm just not in a rush. There's so many movies on my watch list. Guys, I literally have almost 3,000 movies on my watch list. No joke. Number 29, Blood Rain. Another Uwe Ball movie game adaptation. And I've heard the reputation, like I keep saying, but it's, you know, it's true. I've heard the reputation, 2.9. It was actually lower. When I was younger, it used to be like a 2.5 or some shit. And now it's like 2.9. It actually went up a couple points. But not by much. It's still 2.9. So I know Ben Kingsley is in here. Michelle Rodriguez. I think Michael Madsen is in here. I remember seeing the trailer when I was younger and being like, Ben Kingsley? What the fuck is he doing in here, you know? But every great actor, you know, we paychecks. Money talks. And it fucking sucks. But hey, you gotta pay the bills. You gotta pay electricity and lights and feed babies. And if you have like more than 3 babies, you gotta feed your family. You know, it's tough. It's tough. And, you know. Number 28, Troll 2. I have some fun with Troll 2. You know, I gave it a 5 out of 10. I have some fun with it. It's bad, but you know, the one that everybody says, they're eating her and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god! Like, you know, it's goofy, and then this is my house. You know, it's goofy. It's not supposed to. You know, it's not supposed to be funny, but it is. Number 27, Jaws: The Revenge. At least I don't think Troll 2 is supposed to be funny. Number 27, Jaws: The Revenge. Yes, it's the worst Jaws movie. Yes, it's my lowest rated Jaws movie, but I have some fun. Mario Van Peebles, I'm a fan of. I love Michael Caine. I think Michael Caine obviously steals the show, and he's not even trying. He's like sleepwalking, but he steals it. And he has some lines, and I enjoy Hoagie, his character Hoagie, the pilot, or the airplane guy, or the craft guy, or the aircraft guy. Yeah, there's some things I like about Jaws: The Revenge, but it is terrible. It is a terrible fucking movie. Number 26, Daniel the Wizard. If I'm correct, the director's name is like Uli Lommel, or like Uli, yeah, Uli Lommel. The reason I know this guy, 1.2 out of 10, jeez. The reason I know this guy is because he made a terrible fucking zombie movie that I saw when I was a kid called Zombie Nation, I think. Let me see, I'm gonna click on him real quick. My computer's bugging out, but I just want to double check. I'm getting off topic here, guys, but before I leave this fucking asshole, I want to make sure that I have my facts straight. Yeah, Zombie Nation. Oh, he even acted in that too. Of course you did. Oh, I guess he acts in his movies too. Hey, man, you know, whatever floats your boat, but don't make us all fucking suffer for it. Yeah, I remember seeing this fucking movie. I remember I gave it a 1 out of 10 easily. It's easily a negative 500,000. This is the worst zombie movie I've ever seen in my life, and that's saying something because I'm the biggest zombie guy ever. I love zombies, you know, but that's why I even saw it. So I was a kid. I was disappointed as a kid, like being like, what the fuck is this, you know? Hour and 20. It felt like 3 hours. I can't believe that's an hour and 20. It literally felt like 4 hours watching it. So Uli Lamo, oh, he died. Now I feel like an asshole. Now I feel like an asshole. Okay, he died recently, 2017. All right, man. You know, I wasn't a fan of your movies, man. No disrespect. I pray you're resting well. I pray everything's good. But I gotta say, man, Zombie Nation was just arguably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Top 10, you know. Maybe it's up there. It's up there. But sadly, rest in peace, Uli Lamo. I'm sorry that I just tore you to shreds a few minutes ago. I'm really sorry, you know. Legitimately, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know he died. I did not know he died, so I'm like, damn. Number 25 is Glitter, starring Mariah Carey. This is another one that I never saw. But, yeah, Mariah Carey, she's basically kind of playing herself. Yeah, she's a young singer. She dates a disc jockey, a DJ. Helps her get into the music business, but their relationship becomes complicated, blah, blah, blah. Vondi Curtis Hall directed this movie? Vondi's actually a great actor, and I know he is a director. He made Waist Deep with Tyrese Gibson that I actually enjoy. I like Waist Deep. And so, wow, I can't believe Vondi did Glitter. And he's a great actor. You've seen this guy before. He's in a lot of movies, this guy. But great actor. Damn, he did Glitter. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it through the grapevine. That glitter won't be mine. No, thank you. My auntie loves this movie, so my auntie will kill me when I'm talking shit about Glitter. She's like, Glitter's one of the best movies ever. But I know my tia, I know she loves Glitter, loves the movie. I remember Glitter. Actually, I remember seeing a DVD cover at her house when I was young. You know, I was always like digging into DVD collections when I was young. Like, oh, what do you got? What do you got there? Number 24 is Baby Geniuses. Yeah, it's terrible. Baby Geniuses is terrible. I gave it a 2 out of 10, rightfully so. Yeah, it's bad. Number 23, Cats. Oh my goodness. I literally almost had an aneurysm reviewing this fucking movie. You could watch it too, it's on my channel, wink wink. But this Cats review, I literally like almost had a heart attack. I felt like my heart pounding at just how angry I was getting at this movie. I was just a very just a sufferable fucking, just a super fucking horrifyingly bad movie. Everything, and the cast is amazing. You got Judi Dench, Ian McKellen, got Idris Elba playing the bad guy, like, you know. But then again, like, I saw the trailer and I knew what I was in for, you know. It's just like, oh fuck, you know. Number 22, we got Date Movie. Like I said earlier, I have 1 or 2 chuckles out of it, and maybe even one big belly laugh with Eddie Griffin. But I give it a 5 out of 10. I can see you guys giving it a 1 or a negative 100. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I think the gross out things like the zit, I think the zit literally almost made me throw up when I first watched Date Movie. Like, it's too gross for me, but like Eddie Griffin makes me laugh. And the cat. I hate poop jokes, but the cat taking a shit, you know, that kind of makes me laugh. Just the way it was done. But yeah, it's a bad movie, obviously. Number 21, Food Fight. Yo, this movie is in my top 10 worst of all time. And I'm not exaggerating. I've said that maybe once or twice so far, but this is a fucking shoo-in. This is a shoo-in for how bad it is. Food Fight. Yo, I saw it when it came out, 2012. Everybody I knew who saw this was like, yo, this gave me nightmares. Like, damn, like, this gave me like damn near nightmares of how bad it was, you know. Like, my boys were like, yo, the animation is very like creepy. The animation is just like creepy in the worst way, because this is a kids movie. It's PG, but not creepy Alice in Wonderland or you know, not creepy like that, just creepy bad, creepy like terrifying nightmare bad. You got Charlie Sheen, Eva Longoria, Hillary and Haley Duff, Christopher Lloyd, Wayne Brady, Chris Kattan that I actually like. I love Christopher Lloyd, you know. Edward Asner, I love Edward Asner. He recently passed away. If y'all don't know him, he was the old man in Up. He was the lead old man, and he played a bunch of legendary roles. And Boondocks, he played Onceler. He was the old white guy, the rich guy of the show. And Jerry Stiller, Ben Stiller's dad. You know, Cloris Leachman. What the fuck, man? Like, shouldn't have been made. This movie should not have been made. Food Fight. This movie should have been buried the fuck alive. It should have been suffocated, shot, stabbed, tortured, and buried the fuck alive. That's what it should have been. Okay, and sorry, fella. Sorry, guys. Let me keep getting to it. I'm getting off topic. It's so frustrating, man. Number 20 is Race 3. Never seen it. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what Race 3 is. Let's give it a shot. Relate 2 hours and 4. Oh, it's another Bollywood. Of course. Damn, I thought I was done with the bad Bollywood films. 1.9. This movie is 3 hours long, guys. 2 hours and 40. And it's a 1.9 out of 46,000 votes. Like, there's no reason to watch it. I can happily die without watching Race 3. You know, there's no reason to watch it. Like, why? Why do you want to watch a 3-hour terrible Bollywood movie? You must hate life, you know? Straight up. Number 19, Giggly or Jiggly. I never knew how to say this name. It's the Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck movie. I'm going to call it Jiggly. I know that's not how you say it, but I'm going to call it Jiggly because I like the sound of that. Martin Brest is a great director. Beverly Hills Cop, Son of a Woman. Did a couple other ones that I really enjoy. I'm blanking off the top of the head, but what else did he do? Midnight Run. Yeah, Midnight Run. I love Midnight Run. I don't love Meet Joe Black. I don't love the movie, but I love the score. Love the musical score from Thomas Newman. Thomas Newman is one of my favorite composers. So I think Meet Joe Black's soundtrack is a million times better than the movie. So Martin Brest did Midnight Run, Son of a Woman, Beverly Hills Cop. And then he did fucking Jiggly. That got a 2.6 out of 10. And I remember Al Pacino in here too. Like Al Pacino is like in a couple scenes. Yeah, did I even rate it? I don't know. I can't remember if I seen it or not. I just remember like watching reviews and seeing how. I remember seeing clips. I remember seeing like clips on YouTube and just being like, "Damn, this is bad." So it's not fair to rate it so far. It's not fair for me to rate it. But yeah, you would never think Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, the director of Son of a Woman. You got Al Pacino in here. It's a 2.6 out of 10. So I don't think I'm missing out on much. But eventually, I will get to Jiggly. I'm calling it Jiggly. I know it's not how you say it. I like the sound of it, alright? Okay, we're getting there, guys. Hang in there. If you guys are still with me, I really appreciate you. And it's always good to just, talk movies with fellow movie nerds. Number 18 is Turks in Space. I don't know what this is. A family of Turks try to adapt to life in a new solar system. Looks like is this a new Bollywood movie too? 1.5. Like, I'm still surprised, guys. Like, we're at the top 20 right now, and I'm still getting Bollywood films. At this point, I was seeing Bollywood movies being the highest rated. Now I'm seeing more Bollywood films being the lowest rated. Now I'm fucking with you because there's a lot. There's so many. There's like tons of Bollywood films. All right, we are at number 17 with Going Overboard, and I have not seen this one. This is Adam Sandler's very first movie, I believe. And I know the word of mouth around this is painfully horrible. 1.8 out of 10. He plays a struggling young comedian, takes a menial job on a cruise ship, hoping for his big chance to make it in the world of cruise ship comedy. That sounds fucking horrendous. I didn't know it was cruise ship comedy. I knew he was on a ship or on a boat or some shit, but I didn't know it was like cruise ship comedy. That sounds fucking horrendous. And I don't mean to offend any comedians that are doing, if that exists. I don't even know if that exists. But if it does, hey, just shitting on the movies. Number 16 is Meet the Spartans. And you know what? To be fair, I don't like Meet the Spartans. Give it a 4 out of 10. Maybe 1 or 2 chuckles. Method Man's in it too, which is super random. I'm like, what the fuck is Meth doing in here? A lot of movies that I named are a million times worse than Meet the Spartans, admittedly. I mean, come on, Cats, Jack and Jill, and bruh, like there's way worse movies than Meet the Spartans. And I don't like Meet the Spartans. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Meet the Spartans is higher than a lot of these. It's higher than Cats. Like, I would 100% watch Meet the Spartans over Cats. like no question. And I told you I don't like Meet the Spartans. Number 15 from Justin to Kelly. Yeah, this was the Kelly Clarkson movie, and I think Justin, the guy Justin, was a singer too. I could be wrong, but yeah, I have no desire to see it. It's an hour and 21, so at least it's short. If I do see it one day, you know, I don't care. Honestly, don't care. Kelly Clarkson now, what is she doing? The Voice, or she's doing one of them, or American Idol, I don't know. I'm kind of out of touch with certain things. I'm in touch with movies. I'm out of touch with like life, you know, in reality, you know. That's just me. Number, was it 14 that we're on now? Number 14 is Dragon Ball Evolution. I gave that shit a 3 out of 10, man. Hated it when I saw it. Maybe one, I gotta remember, maybe one thing about it is like I kinda like, or has had potential. That's a rewatch. Dragon Ball Evolution's a rewatch, but I can rate it because I have seen the fucking movie, and I do remember it sucking ass. So there's that. Number 13 is Radhi or Radhe. This looks like another from that click right there. Those are probably Bollywood names, so we know what that is. 2.7. Yeah, I just don't want to click on it. We're almost there, you know. Number 12, Alone in the Dark. Uwe Ball. Yeah, Uwe Ball and Christian Slater. Uwe Ball, Christian Slater, Steven Dorff, Tara Reid. Awful. I remember seeing it. I remember thinking it was awful. I remember a lot of when they shoot the guns over people's heads that the bullets don't even fucking hit people. I remember that. I was like, that bullet didn't even hit that person. I was like, that Alone in the Dark was one of the first bad movies I saw that I could like legitimately notice how bad it was at like age 11 or some shit. I'm like, wait, that bullet didn't even hit the guy. So I knew that shit as an 11-year-old. Speaking of 11, number 11, Pledge This. I know this is a fucking Paris Hilton movie, so I literally have no desire to click on that, and personally. Number 10 is Battlefield Earth. This is another one like Bucky Larson, where I was young and I saw the first 20 minutes and it lost my interest. I was like, yo, this is way too weird. I was like around maybe same age, like 12-ish or something, and being like, yo, like this is too weird for me. I did like John Travolta, I still do. He's very hit or miss nowadays, but there's John Travolta movies I enjoy. I like From Paris with Love. I think that one's a little slept on. You know, everybody says Pulp Fiction, you know, of course, but all that stuff. But I like John Travolta, Face Off, Broken Arrow, you know. Yeah, but Battlefield Earth, oh my goodness, fuck me, man. Jeez Louise. Great cast. You got Barry Pepper, you got Forrest Whitaker, you know, John Travolta. You got like actors that can act when they want to. But, you know, I think John Travolta, this was his passion project or some bullshit like that. He's just like, yeah, you know, like all his passion behind his dumbass, fucking stupid ass L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology ass, stupid ass movie. Oh. Sorry, guys, my computer is literally shitting on me right now. It's taking a giant shit. Number 9, epic movie. Speaking of shit, yeah, I do have 1 or 2 chuckles. 5 out of 10. Not good, not great, not good at all. Crispin Glover as Willy Wonka. I do get 1 or 2 kicks out of him. Very creepy performance though. I thought Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka and Charlie was very creepy, but Crispin Glover takes that to times 100. He's just very unnerving. I remember as a kid watching Epic Movie, I was like, this guy's creepy, and I love Crispin Glover. I love him. I love Willard. I'm mixed on. Like I used to love Willard as a kid, but now I rewatch it and I'm like, it's cool. I want to love it more. Arlie Ermey's awesome. And Crispin Glover's awesome in Willard, but I think it should have been R. It should have been rated R. I believe it's PG-13. That's why I didn't like it. That's why I didn't love it like I wanted to. Number 8 is Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. Ooh, excuse me. Oh. The movie's fucking so bad it made me yawn. I know everybody I know in the world says Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas is like an abomination. It's like literally the bottom of the pile, which makes sense. We're at number 8, so that makes sense. But I haven't seen it. It's in my watch list. I don't mind religious movies. I've seen Passion of the Christ. I've seen stuff like that, and I have problems with Passion of the Christ. But there are legitimate parts. Like I was a kid when I saw Passion of the Christ. I was like fucking bro, I was easily like 11 or 10, around the same age, and that was haunting. That was haunting seeing Jesus get whipped like that. I was like, oh my goodness, it was graphic, you know. And I get it. And I think Mel Gibson is a very talented director, you know. But you know, as much as I have problems with Passion of the Christ, I don't have problems with religious movies. Silence was a great one when Martin Scorsese directed. That was a great one. I just, you know, what's bad is bad. If it's a pile of shit, it's shit. You know, if it's terrible, it's terrible. And yeah, just yeah, the title itself. Number 7 is Son of the Mask. I gave this one a 2 out of 10. It's technically a negative 50 out of 100, but I love Jamie Kennedy. I'm a big Jamie Kennedy guy. I'm a big fan of the guy. Scream, you know, that's his most popular one. But Malibu's Most Wanted. You know, as a kid, Malibu Most Wanted, him as B-Rad. I love B-Rad. That's one of my favorite movies ever. So I'm a big fan of Jamie Kennedy. So when I saw Son of the Mask, and I love the first Mask. So I saw Son of the Mask. I was like in 7th grade or 6th grade. And it was haunting. It was hauntingly bad, man. Like the dog with the eyes out of its sockets. I remember that. That fucked me up and freaked me out. And it you know, and the potential for it is heartbreaking because Jamie Kennedy really wanted to make like a good Mask. He wanted to make a good movie. If I believe, he helped write or like help produce or both. I know I usually get my facts straight, but take me for a grain of salt. But I believe he rewrote a good chunk of it in the beginning stages, and he was a producer, I believe. So when the studios butchered Son of the Mask, he was heartbroken. He was like, "Yo, they fucked my whole movie up." Like he showed a test screening to New Line, I believe, and New Line Cinema was like, "Yeah, you need more fart jokes. You need more zany stuff. We need more stuff for the kids." And Jamie Kennedy was like, yo, they like butchered my movie and cut out like 40 minutes or something like that. That's fucked up. Like, damn. Now Jamie has to live with Son of the Mask being 2.2 out of fucking 10 on IMDB, man. Sad, man. It's fucked up like that. And the director too, I believe Lawrence was heartbroken too. Like, damn, they butchered our fucking movie. Number 6 is House of the Dead. Ooey ball again. Ooey ball, fucking regular for the worst movies ever. Like I said earlier, I have 1 or 2 things I do genuinely enjoy about House of the Dead. I can't believe it, but I do. Some of the gore is pretty decent. I think some of the gore is nice. Nice looking. Everything else, I mean, Ellie Cornell was pretty badass. Like the chick who gets her legs fucking eaten off. She was pretty badass. Clint Howard plays like the weird fisherman guy. I like him. And then the Jurgen, the captain of the ship, the Jurgen Ponchanow, however you say his name. Hold on, I could just click right here. The Jurgen, what's his fucking name? What the fuck is his name? Yeah, Jurgen Ponchanow. This guy is awesome. I think he's the best part of House of the Dead. He's just having fun. You know, he's hands down the best part of House of the Dead, in my opinion. So there's things I like about it. I'll even go as far as to give it a 5. Still not great. Still not an 8 or a 7 or a 6 or blah blah blah, but I give House of the Dead a 5 out of 10. I you know, there's things I do enjoy about it, despite how bad it is, obviously. Number 5 is The Hottie and the Naughty. Paris Hilton again. I had no desire seeing this. I know it's in my watch list. I'm gonna take it out because I have no desire seeing it whatsoever. I used to like Paris Hilton as a kid. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I did. I had like a tiny crush on her, you know, and now I don't as much. But as a kid, I did have a little crush on her. So, you know, House of Wax, it was pretty crazy seeing her get fucking murked off like that, getting killed with the pipe through the head. That, like, I was like, oh shit, as a kid. But now I think that death scene's actually pretty awesome. I'm like, wow, that death scene's crazy. Number 4 is Birdemic, Shock and Terror. This one right here, I've heard how bad it is. James Nguyen directed it. Why do I feel like the name's familiar? But yeah, I've heard, yeah, same as usual, I've heard how bad it is. The birds look terrible in the trailer that I saw, I remember that. But why do the birds look better on the poster than in the movie? Like, what the fuck? Like, how does that happen? How does that even happen? But yeah, that's, hold on, I just overlooked the rating. 1.7 out of 10. Hey, Katie, I'm almost done. We're literally on number 3. I know these movies are terrible, but we're almost there, okay? And I got you. I'll make sure you have food and cat and litter. It's better than, you know, watching any of these fucking movies, just checking up on your cats. Just check up on, you know, just feed your animals or, you know, your babies. You know, it's better than watching Birdemic. Number 3 is Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2, which is a million times worse than 1, and 1 is a pile of dog shit. And the thing that I think broke my heart the most seeing Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2 was that fact that John Voight is in the movie. John Voight is playing the bad guy, I believe, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing here, John Voight? You know, and I think that my cat just called out because I'm talking about Baby Geniuses 2. She was like, oh my goodness, we're getting worse and worse. Number 2 is Manos, The Hands of Fate, which I have heard of. I have a couple homies that have recommended me this as well, to just laugh and laugh how bad it is. And it is in my watch list. I will get to it. And I know Manos is what, like a killer or some shit? He's like family gets lost on the road and stumbles upon a hidden underground you-know-what worshipping cult, led by the fearsome master and his servant Torgo. Yeah, so I remember the picture of the guy, just looking like a crazy RA or something like that, you know, but yeah, I'll get to it someday. And last but not least, number 1, the number 1 worst rated film on IMDb from what I see on this list is Disaster Movie. And honestly, rightfully so. See, the cat agrees. I mean, it's a 1.9, a 1.9 out of 10. I know we just passed movies that were like a 1.5 or 1.2, but this deserves a 0.5. Disaster Movie, I don't chuckle, I don't laugh, I don't giggle, I don't belly laugh for sure, nowhere near a fucking belly laugh, not even one. And I'm a sucker for certain spoof movies, so it's like, how, you know, I'm like the first motherfucker that gets a very cheap, easy laugh out of. You can easily get a cheap, shitty laugh out of me, easy. But Disaster Movie, you fail on all fucking costs. You fail on anything. It was a quick cash in, and the reason why I hate Disaster Movie so fucking much is because I saw it on my birthday in theaters, because it came out August 20 fucking, okay, it came out the 29th. Came out on my birthday. Like, gee, I saw it on theaters with my boys after school, and we all walked out of the theater like, what the fuck did we just see, man? Oh my goodness. But that's it, y'all. My cat's having an aneurysm right now because of all these movies. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much. It's been your boy FRO Thizzle. I'm gonna go feed my babies, make sure they're good. And if there's anything y'all want to see, if you guys like this, you know, if you guys want to see more screen recordings of maybe the best, top 100 best, or, you know, like just random screen recordings or discussions of movies, yo, let's do it. I'm having fun with it. So, you know, if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. If there's anything you guys want me to watch or review, drop some names in the comment section. And I appreciate y'all. It's been your boy FRO Thizzle. Thank y'all. And I'm out. Gilio. Fucking Disaster Movie.